Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a follow-up to one that I did the other day, which was my 5 most used handbags. So today I'm gonna show you my 5 least used bags. This one was a little bit harder just because I recently downsized my collection and sold most of the bags that I wasn't using. So most of the bags that I have left are bags that I use. So I've picked the 5 that get the least used. There's still a couple I don't use as often as I should, but yeah, it was definitely harder to find 5 now that I've downsized my collection a bit. But anyway, these are the 5 that I think I use the least. And I'm gonna start with this Coach backpack. This is the Coach Parker backpack with the studs and the quilting, and I think it's called the Parker 16 backpack, and it's in this, I think they call it apple red color. I don't know if it's because of the color that I don't use it very often, or if it's because it's a backpack. I'm not really sure. I do have a video on this bag if you're interested. The color is not coming up great. The lighting is a bit weird today. It's kind of a gloomy day and I've got some natural light coming in, but it's not the best light. If you want to see more about any of these bags, I think I have videos on most of them. But yeah, it's really cute and it's functional. You can wear it crossbody or as a backpack. It holds quite a bit. I'm not really sure why I don't reach for it. I think it may be the color. I'm just not really a red bag person. I kind of wish I had this in a different color. But anyway, that's my first least used bag. I can probably think of 2 times that I used this, if that. I can definitely think of one day I used it when I first got it and maybe one other time after that. So it definitely isn't getting the use that I had hoped it would. The next one, oh, by the way, this isn't including my vintage bags, like my bags from the early 2000s that I showed in a video recently. Those don't really get used. They're just kind of there because I have them and, you know, most of them are from back then and I just have kept them. They don't really get used, but I'm not really counting those. I'm counting my more current bags. This is the oldest bag I'm counting, and it is from 2008. I purchased this in Paris in 2008, and I used it to death back then because back then I did not have a large collection, and this was just such a practical bag. It's called the Louis Vuitton Boss 4 Pochette, and it's in the demi-azur, as you can see. It was a crossbody bag that held quite a bit and was really comfortable to wear because it has this like fabric strap that's adjustable, but it is in rough shape. My dog actually, back then when she was a puppy, she's actually the dog that we lost this year. She was, so that's how old this is, but when she was a puppy, she chewed the vachetta right here, as you can see. I still used it though, because, you know, it was, back then, it was one of my only, you know, designer bags. But the vachetta, you can see, got pretty dirty, and this fabric strap, the thing with fabric straps that are light colored like this is they get dirty. You can see there's some staining there, especially with the amount I used it. The demi-azur is looking a little bit, I mean, it's not bad, but there's definitely some discoloration on the back just from wearing it so much and it rubbing against my clothes. But this was such a great bag for so long. It's, you know, so practical. I have it stuffed with the dust bag. And yeah, it was made in France. But yeah, it took a beating. So I have kept it because it was just such a favorite of mine, and it reminds me of my trip to Paris, but it really doesn't get used anymore. Maybe the odd time I might use it if I'm going somewhere where I want a bag I can just throw around and not worry about it all, then this would be one that I might choose, but other than that, it really doesn't get used. Okay, the next one. Now, this one is a least used one, but I still love it. It is my Dear Ever in the blue color, and it is such a beautiful bag. Again, the color is a little different on camera than it is in person. It's coming up kind of more muted than it is. It's this beautiful blue. It's just such a gorgeous bag, and it's the mini size, and it has a crossbody strap. It's this beautiful pebbled calf leather. It just feels so nice. It's very soft to the touch, but it's still pretty durable. It's got silver hardware. I love this bag. It was one of my first Dior bags, and I think one of my first YouTube videos was reviewing this bag. And I have the Mitza on it with my initial. I don't know why I don't use it that often. I feel like I treat this more as a summer bag, a spring summer bag, so I don't reach for it for, you know, a lot of the year. I mean, I think I could wear it in fall and winter. I just don't for some reason. Maybe it's because I have this Mitza on it, and this Mitza looks very springy and summery with the flowers, and I don't know. I'm not really sure why I don't reach for it. It's a bit fussy to open and close, but you can, let me just show you. You can just use it with the flap back like this. So when I use it, I usually just keep it like that, and then it's easier to get in and out of. But when it's closed, it's a little bit fussy. I mean, it's not that bad, but I don't know. It's just one of those bags that is so beautiful and I love, but it just kind of sits there a lot of the time and doesn't get used. And this is a discontinued style from Dior, so I definitely am glad I have it. And it's from back in the Raf Simons days. I'm just glad I have it, but I really need to make an effort to use it more. I definitely need to get more use out of it because it is such a beautiful bag. Okay, now on to Chanel. So I have two bags that, again, I really need to use more. So the first one might be surprising, and it is my Coco handle in the beautiful iridescent turquoise. It is such a beautiful bag. When I saw this last year, this is from the 19A collection, so it's almost a year old, and when I saw it, when my SA brought it out to me, because she knew I would love it, I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. It's so gorgeous, and it is. It's hard to explain. This iridescent caviar is just so pretty, and let me see if I can get a close-up here. You can see in the background, it's got the black, and then the grain is that iridescent turquoise, and it just gives this beautiful effect. And the brushed gold, the hardware is brushed gold, and it just looks beautiful against the iridescent turquoise. It's just such a stunning combination. I love it. I absolutely love it. And you can see it's in perfect condition. It's a very durable leather. I think that I reach for this for like going out for dinner, things like that, which, you know, is obviously not something that anyone is doing right now. But other than that, I don't really reach for it as an everyday bag, maybe because the combination of the size and the fact that it's a little bit dressier because of the iridescent leather. I don't know, I love it. I mean, it's not going anywhere, but I definitely have not used it a lot. Yeah, it's just, once everything goes back to normal, I need to make an effort to use this more because I just absolutely love it. But I think it is the fact that it's the mini size, and it's just looks a little bit fancier because of that iridescent leather. So I feel like I've treated it more as an evening bag, and to be honest, I don't have that many occasions to use evening bags, so I think I need to make more of an effort to just use it as an everyday bag too. But yeah, that is definitely a least used, and it makes me sad to say that it is least used because it's probably one of my favorites. Okay, last one is another Chanel, and it is my Chanel Jumbo. It is definitely one of my least used bags. It is from 18C. So it is the black iridescent caviar leather, which is absolutely stunning. Hopefully you can see that sparkle in it, and it has shiny ruthenium hardware. The combination is just so beautiful. I was so happy to find this. It was like a unicorn bag for me, and I had always wanted a jumbo, and yet I don't reach for it, and I know why I don't. It's just so big. It's big, and I can't wear it crossbody. The strap is way too long, and it's way too big to wear crossbody on me at 5'4". Like, it would hang so low, and it just looks really ridiculous. I can't wear it crossbody, so it's strictly a shoulder bag, and it's big and bulky. I don't know. It's unfortunate. It's my most expensive bag in my collection, and I don't reach for it. And I've thought about selling it a few times, but then I always stop myself because I think, oh, I'm going to regret selling such a beautiful bag, and the prices have gone crazy. Like, the prices are going up again. So I don't know. I need to just start using it, I guess. I am always torn about this one because it is so beautiful, but it just sits there. So anyway, it's definitely in the least used category, and I don't really know what to do about it. But anyway, let me know what you think. That's it. Those are my 5 least used bags in my collection. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you like this type of video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also following me on Instagram. My handle there is FashionJunkie33. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.